Now, China is wasting little time implementing its landmark program to allow trade settlement in yuan. The central bank, as of yesterday, is encouraging banks to offer yuan settlement services. Stephen Angle has more on that story. Steve, it's all about making the yuan what? More global?
Yes, sir. Sorry, I was interrupted there for a second. I think I heard the question. Basically, yeah, the yuan, of course, Haslinda, is not fully convertible, so they're taking baby steps, really. We're seeing Bank of China analyst Shi Lei calling this China's first step to make the yuan global, but perhaps more importantly, at least in the short term, Haslinda, for the Chinese and Chinese trading companies, it will protect exports from swings, the exporters from those wild swings we've seen in exchange rates. Currently, most cross-border trade is settled in dollars, perhaps even euros, even if deals were made or consummated in yuan. And many trading companies here must bear those big swings we've seen in the dollar, euro, and other major settlement currencies. Now, the People's Bank of China says tax authorities also are working on proposed tax rebates for exports settled in renminbi. Transactions inside China would take place in Shanghai, also 4 cities in southern Guangdong province, including, of course, the big cities of Guangzhou and Shenzhen. Then settlements outside China would occur in Hong Kong, Macau, and also some ASEAN nations. ASEAN nations include, of course, where you are, Singapore, also Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, and others. Now, Stanley Wong at ICBC in Hong Kong says about 50%, he predicts 50% of Hong Kong's trade with China may be settled in the renminbi after this program starts, and they're expected that to happen sometime this month. PBOC Governor Zhou Xiaochuan and also Hong Kong Monetary Authority Chief Executive Joseph Yam, who you see here, signed that agreement Sunday allowing Chinese and Hong Kong companies to settle international trade in yuan. China, of course, is promoting greater use of the renminbi now in international trade and also finance after Premier Wen Jiabao kind of first sent the warning shot over the bow in March, expressing concern and worry about a weakening dollar dragging on China's U.S. Treasury holdings. China, with nearly 2 trillion yuan or $2 trillion in foreign exchange reserves, is the largest U.S. creditor, holding more than $760 billion worth of debt, as you see there. China's Vice Foreign Minister He Yafei yesterday renewing Beijing's call for a stable dollar. But at the same time, he kind of quashed speculation that China is seeking talks on a new international currency at next week's G8 meeting. He said he had not heard of such a plan. Separately, World Bank President Robert Zoellick overnight weighing in from Chile, where he said the dollar is not going to go away anytime soon as a reserve currency, but he added the U.S. should not take that status for granted and that other reserve currencies may emerge eventually. I might add, Haslinda, as I wrap up here, according to the IMF, at the end of last year, the dollar accounted for 64% of global central bank reserves. That is down from 73% we had in 2001. Haslinda?
And of course, Steve, yuan convertibility still an issue there. Thank you so much for